Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm going to show you how we can draw and paint all these autumn leaves or fall leaves. So let's start with the first one. So for the first one or for the second one as well, you can create a round shape. So I'm going to show you two different versions of a similar kind of leaf, and then you can create the leaf line from inside the circle. So I'm not creating it from the base of the circle but from the inside. First one you can divide it like this, and second one we can keep it as is. Now create lines, so two towards downward direction, two towards left and right, and two little bit diagonally left and right, and one in the center. Now in this one also we are going to repeat similar stuff, but in this one I am creating only three lines, left, right and center, and maybe few fine lines around the base, but I am not covering the base area, as you can see. Now cover the line as per the length that you have created. Now you can add serrations in the leaf as well. So you can make a little zigzag kind of pattern around the edge, but as per the line that we have created, you need to keep the length of the leaf in that particular area little longer, and then because of serration you can keep it little smaller in between. So something like this you will get at the end, and you can modify as per your need. You can keep the serration little deeper, less deeper, totally up to you. So basically you can create different version of similar kind of leaf. Now in this one I'm keeping the pointed leaves as per the line that we have created, and in this one I'm not adding any serration. You can keep the leaf little rounded as well. Now in the third one I'm keeping the leaf simple, a heart kind of shape, but not basically a heart. So we are done with the three leaves. So let's rub the unwanted pencil mark. I can still see the guideline, so make sure you're also able to see it, and then you can start painting it. So I am using sap green color, and I'm going around the edge because these are serrated leaves. You need to be careful, so go around the edge first, try to paint it, and then you can mix different colors as well. So on the other half I am using light green color, so I have mixed yellow and green together, so I can see two different color clearly. So likewise you can choose different color combination and make it as per your choice. Now in this one I'm using dry on wet technique, so I'm using wet color and I'm doing it on the dry paper, but you can paint it as per your choice, like different kind of technique you can utilize to paint it. So this one is the simple one to paint, wherein you can combine a similar kind of color together to paint autumn leaves. So in this one I have used dark green and light green both. You can use little bit of orange and reddish kind of color as well, but we have many leaves, so let's try different color in the different leaf. So in this one I'm using red color. Again I'm trying to go along with the edge so that we can keep that pointed serration in the leaves clearly, and then you can blend it using clean water as well. So go with the concentrated color first around the edge, and then you can use water to blend it properly. So this is the first layer wherein I'm using only red color, and I'm trying to paint throughout with the red color itself. Now the area is wet because we have used red color. Now two things you can do: either you can let it dry for some time and then you can do some layering with different color, or else you can do different color when the sheet is wet. So you will get two different kind of result altogether. So my sheet is still wet and I am using orange color because red, orange, yellow goes really well with each other, so you can mix these two color easily. So you can see the little bit hint of orange, red, and you can also add little bit of yellow as well to get little orange shade. And likewise you can try making it more beautiful, adding more color, more layering into it, so I can see the orange and red color clearly. Now let's paint the third one. So in this one I'm using Indian yellow at one half, and in the another half I'm using burnt sienna. So you can use brown color and then blend it properly so that we should not have any hard edge into it, and make sure you're able to see two different colors, so that is something interesting. And let it dry for some time, and then we are going to create fine vines into the leaf area later on. So let's move to the next leaf. So in this one you can create a middle string. You can keep the direction of a string as per your choice, and then you can create substring. So the below substring is smaller in length, and in between we have bigger length string. So as per the length, just start creating the edge of leaf, and this time I'm not keeping it pointed but smooth, and you will get at the end something like this. Now you can keep varieties of leaves in this particular way. So let me show you one more. So in this one I have created a middle string, two substring left and right, and then I went throughout the leaf, but the only difference is this time I'm adding serration into the leaf. So you will get different kind of leaf altogether. Now serration is also, you can modify like deep serrated and less serration into the leaf. So we have created one smooth leaf, we have created one fine serration into the leaf, and third one is a different kind of leaf altogether. So it is like a heart shape but in a little different way. So let's start painting it. So this time I'm using orange color, and in this leaf I am going in between and adding this orange leaf, and then with the help of clean water I'm blending it. So you will get little darker shade of orange, and then you can use yellow color at one side. So likewise you can try combining multiple colors, and then you're able to see multiple colors as well. So in this one I can clearly see the yellow and orange color. Now let's try this one. So again I'm using yellow color. I'm going in between the leaves, making sure that we are not hurting the edge. So keep adding the yellow color. So in this one maybe we can keep yellow color more dominant, and then you can use different color. So in this one I'm using red color in between and trying to mix all these color together. So little bit of red, little bit of yellow, maybe we can add a little bit green as well in this one, but let's blend these two color first properly. Because these two color goes well with each other, we are able to do it. Now around the edge I'm adding little hint of green color into it. So I think this color combination is very interesting, and likewise you can play around with the colors and you can create many more leaves like these, adding more red color in between. So we can see hint of yellow, we can see green, we can see dark green, we can see red, so many colors. Now in this one I'm using burnt umber, and I'm going throughout the leaves. You can keep these things yellow as well, you can keep leaves green as well, but I'm mixing multiple colors, and then adding more vibrant yellow so that we can see hint of brown and yellow both. And then you can create little line and pattern with the help of brown color itself for the first layer. So something like this you can do. Maybe we can modify the first one. So I am adding red color above to the orange color that we have used, so we can see little bit of yellow, little bit of red, little bit of orange, all the three colors. Now let's create few more. So in this one I am creating a middle string, then I am adding substring. So 2 towards downward direction, 2 towards left and right. So we have total 5 lines like this. Now these are deeply serrated leaves, so we need to create individual leaf like this. So these are deeply serrated but one single leaf, so something like this you can create. Again, you can keep these as serrated leaves as well, but I'm keeping the edge smooth. Now try the last one. So in this one, again create the middle string like we did in this one, but this time I'm keeping the length little different from that one. So smaller, then bigger, and then smaller maybe. So the middle lines are bigger and rest are smaller. Again, go through as per the length that we have created, and you will get different kind of leaf altogether, and then you can paint it differently to get different kind of leaf. So basically we have created 9 to 10 leaves, but you can create 100 of leaves like this. Now just to show you, I'm using wet on wet, so I'm wetting my area with the help of water, and then you can add some color into it. So first color I'm using red, and then I'm going to use green color. But let me tell you one thing, green and red does not go very well with each other, so it will give you a little muddy color. But because the area is quite wet, so we can manage. So something like this you can do, and then let it dry, and then you can do some layering in this particular area. So when you mix red and green, you might get little brownish color, but that is fine because autumn leaf can have that kind of color as well. Now in this one, let's try green and yellow. So this time I'm using phthalo green and little bit of yellow in between, so not too much, but little hint of yellow we can see. And lighter green you can try, so you can definitely play around with the color and try multiple leaves. Now let's try a little bit of brown color around the edge, so maybe we can add a little hint of brown as well. So we are done with the first layer of colors basically, but the leaves are still not done yet. The fine lines which we are able to see around the leaf, that is something important to complete these leaves. Before that, let me modify this one a little bit, adding a little bit of green and red. Now with the help of fine brush, so I'm using size 0 from the miniature set, so that this is easier for me to do. You can use pen as well. If you have a colored pen, you can try different color to create these lines, if that is something easy for you, but I'm doing it with the help of brush itself. And likewise, we have created lines while drawing with the help of pencil. Same way I'm adding lines with the help of color this time. So the color of leaf and color of vine should go well with each other. So likewise, in the first leaf I have used dark green color. In this one I'm using dark red color, and creating multiple lines and pattern around the leaf area. So you can create lines and sublines, those kind of things you can try with smaller brush. So we are done with these two. Maybe in the third one you can use either red or darker shade of brown. So I'm using little darker shade of brown, so you can see the hint of these lines and pattern. You don't have to overdo it, but we definitely need to see these lines. So something like this you need to do for all the leaves that you have. So we're done with these three. Now let's try this one. So this one wherein we are able to see the red and green, so try to add lines as per the color, but I am using only green color around the red area as well. Now in this one I'm using red color again, because the leaf is orangish and yellowish, so red color goes well with this leaf, I guess. And a little bit of brown color in this one, and likewise you can try different kind of color to create these fine lines around the leaf area. And we are done with today's video. Hope you are able to make many more like these leaves, and let me know if you have any feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching.